Windows breathe a pale static.
Hello everyone, this is Winter from the Winter Speaks podcast, and today I am bringing a little heavier topic. I wanted to talk about the Medicaid and SNAP cuts that people are facing in this country due to the Big Beautiful Bill. A lot of the cuts, especially for SNAP, are now rolling out now. I am being specifically hit. I do content creation, I do podcasting, I do graphic design, I do a lot of social media work, and that's where I make money. It's not enough to live off of right now because it takes a while to build a big enough platform on every platform to be able to make a decent amount of money. Anyway, because I'm not able to work a normal day job because of conditions that I suffer with. But that's a whole nother story that I'll go into maybe sometime else, but not in this episode. But anyway, up to 1.2 million people and counting are losing both SNAP and Medicaid in my state. And this is going to kill people, for sure. This is going to kill people. And, or people are going to have to go without paying bills and their rent or mortgages, whatever. If you're not going to be able to pay for food using SNAP, or they're going to have to go without health care, which is just generally people are going to die. A lot of people that are on Medicaid are people with pre-existing conditions, right? And healthcare is not affordable, but Medicaid is affordable, and it helps them pay for needed services. And what's killer about these cuts is not just they're just cutting programs in general. It's the work requirements that are very hard for normal everyday people to meet. You need at least 80 hours a month of work hours. You have to work full time, 80 hours a month, and a lot of jobs are part time. So that's one. Two, they don't take into mind people like me who are more self-contractors, who work for themselves and gain money that way and aren't salaried or aren't hourly workers. Three, it's just it went from you need to make a certain income to now you need work hours, and you're not giving people time to either to be able to produce those documents needed to be like, hey, I am working, or B, you're not giving people enough time to to get ready for those work requirements. And so and it is very dangerous, and it's going to hurt a lot of people. It's already hitting red states very, very badly. And in my opinion, there needs to be some kind of lawsuit from some blue state. Some state needs to lead on this issue, because it's going to kill people. It's going to make people go hungry. It's going to make people go without health care. And millions of Americans are being affected. And we barely have a social safety net as it is. And when people go hungry, when people don't have health care, crime goes up, austerity goes up, and it's just not good for the Commonwealth, for the entire United States. And I'm very passionate about this issue. I believe in universal SNAP coverage for people making a certain amount of income. I don't think it should be based off of work. Same with healthcare. Healthcare should be decoupled from employment in general. I believe in universal healthcare. And I'll make episodes about universal health care and all these different social welfare programs that I believe in, and how I would shape these policies, because, you know, these policies in, let's say, Finland has to be different than what's in the United States, because we're a much bigger country, and so it has to look much different. And so I'll talk about that in another time. But yeah, these cuts are devastating. These work requirements are very, very chaotic. It is very it's very archaic, and it's very dystopian. And we need to have a bigger social welfare program, not a smaller welfare system in this country. I believe healthcare is a human right. Feeding your family is a human right. Having the ability to have affordable housing is a human right. Or affordable rent is also a human right. I know people call these, you want handouts, but no, that's the government's job to take care of the citizens, and its citizens. And our current government doesn't believe in that. And so, and it creates more austerity, especially going forward with the Democratic Party, because people do not have trust with the current leadership of the Democratic Party and whether they can lead us through this. And so I have questions about our current leadership, Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer in the Senate, and Hakeem Jeffries in the House, and whether they're going to meet this moment. And it's a good question, because you have the Trump administration cutting all these programs, and people are dying, and you have Hakeem Jeffries over here meeting with Jared Kushner, talking to him today about how he can further work with the Trump administration when we get back into the majority. And it's just it's the biggest fuck you ever to the Democratic Party, but to the American people. And it's just like, if we're going to put you in power, why are you trying to work with the Trump administration when you're supposed to be the opposition party? It doesn't make sense to me, and it angers me a lot. And it creates more polarization that we don't need right now. Like I said, people are dying. People need help, and you shouldn't be partnering with the Trump administration, trying to work with them on whatever bullshit project that you want to work on them with. So those are kind of my thoughts with that. But it worries me, definitely. Republicans don't believe in any kind of government assistance. They believe it's all socialism. And even though a lot of these systems are more social democratic, they're not necessarily all socialist. They like to use these scare tactics, and in America is not even close to a socialist or communist country. And I'm angry. I am really angry. I am both on Medicaid, I'm both on SNAP, and I'm scared, especially in December, because that's when the Medicaid cuts come in. And so my advice to you is call your Department of Human Services or whoever runs your programs that you are on, whether you're on SNAP or whether you're on Medicaid, and talk to them and see what you need. Going forward, I know that the Medicaid cuts for me, they kick in December, so I have a couple months until get those things ready, whether they need a worksheet for me or a work log about hours worked per day or whatever. And if I need to do that in order to keep my SNAP and my Medicaid, then I'm willing to do that. But, talk to your state office, whoever that is, and ask them, what can I do to keep my Medicaid or my SNAP or whatever assistance you're on, because things are going to get worse and things are going to get bad. But we all have to remember that we're all in this together, regardless. And it's gonna get hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna get really depressing. It's gonna get dark. It's gonna get hard, and we have to remember that we're not alone. And so that's why I'm kind of making this episode, and this or creating this conversation, because I am being impacted just like you all are. If you're also losing SNAP and Medicaid, just like I am, and we're all in this together. See if I can help other people, because I want to make sure I get the word out that, you know, this is what I did, and if it works, then I want other people to be able to keep their SNAP and keep their Medicaid. And so I'll get back to you all later and let you guys know what worked and what didn't, or if it didn't work at all. But like I said, we're all in this together, solidarity. And just know that no matter what people tell you, healthcare is a human right. Affording food is a human right. Housing is a human right. Having a safe place to call home is a human right. Don't let anybody tell you, whether they're conservative or not, tell you that these things are just handouts and you're not guaranteed these things and you just need to go out, work hard. But, you know, people who are working 2 jobs still can't afford to live. So, like, you are absolutely should be guaranteed these things as a human. These are things that we need to live, and it's not fair at all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll keep you guys updated. I appreciate y'all so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like if you're watching on YouTube, and if you're listening on Spotify or any other platform. Hi, thank you so much for listening and tuning in. Just know that whoever's listening, you are heard, and you're not the only one going through it. I'm going to use my platform, making sure people are heard. And I love you guys. I love my the people that I've met online, and my platform has generated a family for me, and or another form of family, and I'm glad that I've built a place where I can talk about the things that I care about, and find like-minded individuals going through the same thing. So we're all in this together. Have a great one. Of course, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.